Welcome to Cake Bites, where we go rapid fire with this week's rule breaker. Fast questions, real answers, zero corporate polish. I'm your host, Elizabeth Bieniek. Let's dig in. We're here for Cake Bites with Erin Pelicano Cauble. Are you ready, Erin, to jump in?
I am. I'm ready.
Okay, my first question. What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I had a few things. I thought I might be a fashion designer. And then I thought I might be an architect. And ultimately, I pursued engineering. And I was trying to find a way to bring together my love of being creative and my love of numbers. I'm a math girl.
I like it. And you did go that route. And then
did.
you pivoted.
That's right. Still use all of
Fantastic.
as I continue to pivot.
Love it. Love it.
What?
What piece of advice would you give your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that your life is not going to go as you have planned in many ways, but you will be okay. And you will find your way and it will work out. But stay rooted in your family.
Good advice for entrepreneurs and
Yes.
everyone else too.
Yeah.
What is something that you do outside of work that you think makes you better at your job?
Really, after what I've been through, which was overcoming a colon cancer diagnosis, is taking care of your physical body and mind before you worry about everything else. So walking regularly. I've been exercise that works for me. So finding ways to move your body that you will actually do and work.
Yeah.
Prioritizing sleep. And so, just really caring for my body, which therefore also cares for my mind. And everything else feels manageable when you're taking care of those parts of your body.
Yeah, very good. What do you tell or remind yourself after you have a setback?
Well, after I have a setback, I often allow myself a short period of pity party. So maybe it's a day, depends on how big the setback might be. You know, sometimes you just have to let yourself be down about it. But I set myself a deadline. And then I remind myself after everything else I've overcome, it's going to be okay. And the next day is a new day. So let yourself wallow in it a little bit. Otherwise, stuffing down those emotions, I don't think is helpful either.
Yeah.
So feel it and then set a deadline and move on.
I like that. Time to feeling. I think
Yes.
that's important.
Yes.
All right. Who or where do you draw inspiration from?
Honestly, I would say my children, my family, and in some ways it feels kind of cliche, but really that's what life is about in my opinion. And after what I've been through, I have 3 amazing kids who have been through a hell of a lot the past few years with, just like every other child that went through school and COVID. One at the time was elementary, one was middle, and one was high school when COVID started. Now
You had all of it.
yeah. And now two are in college and one's in high school, but they went through that. And then their mom was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, surgeries, chemo, and then again, stage 4 came back, stage 4 colon cancer. So they've been through a lot of it. And with them and my husband and my parents, and I am very blessed with a strong family and circle of people around me, of friends. So I would say just the people that have continued to pour into me are what inspire me to continue to try and make their lives better and make other people's lives better. And in this small way where I see helping small businesses be better, they really do help our communities. So I would say, my immediate people really are my inspiration.
Question about sustainability. You've done a lot of things and you've had a lot of things happen to you. How do you rest?
So, in all honesty, I have been through many, many attempts at resting over the past 5 years. And sometimes it's been really hard. And whether it's obviously physically being unwell, the mental worry about my illness, or the mental worry about the whole rest of my life around being sick with my business and my family and all of the things. Sometimes rest has been very difficult to find. But after a lot of trial and error, I think finding ways to calm your mind and exercise your body, sort of like I mentioned before, making sure you're exercising and how can you calm your mind. For me, that comes with a lot of, centering. I try meditating. Sometimes I'm okay at it. Sometimes I'm not. I'm a prayerful, faithful person. So for me, that works. But it's a daily practice trying to find this inner peace so then your body's able to rest. Because otherwise, I'm someone that wakes up in the middle of the night and I start stressing about and worrying about everything. So just finding also fun activities to do. To me, that's rest. Like sitting on my porch and reading a book, that's rest to me. So yeah, finding ways that don't involve needing, a prescription medication to rest was really important. But like after being sick and being a woman in your 40s, trying to find that way to just calm your mind, for me, is rest.
I love that. Some people think of rest as a 4-letter word, and I love that you're focusing on the mental rest, emotional rest, spiritual rest, and how that's so crucial before you can even obtain the physical rest.
It is. It absolutely. That's right.
It's amazing. Okay, my last question, because this is Cake on Tuesday. What's your favorite kind of cake?
So that is a difficult question. Probably for true cake that's not an ice cream cake, because I am an ice cream girl. I love cheesecake, so I don't know if that counts.
That counts.
But okay, so I love a good cheesecake. I love cheesecake. But if we're talking traditional cake, I love a yellow cake with chocolate icing, which some of people in my family think is really boring. They like chocolate cake.
It's a classic.
Right.
Love it. All right, we'll take a classic. Erin, thank you so much for joining us for Cake Bites.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for having me.
Thanks for joining another Cake on Tuesday celebration of beautiful disruption. Please share it, review it, and find more innovative stories at podcast.cakeontuesday.com. I'm Elizabeth Bienyik. Be bold, stay curious. Now go have some cake.